Oh, right. It's the Linux Underdogs, and it's been a long time since I've done an Underdogs special, and this one came under my radar recently, and I figured I would have a look at this. Introducing SwagArch. Now, SwagArch is a custom-built Arch Linux distribution. Upon a full and fresh install, let's go ahead and open up a terminal. You open up the terminal pressing F12. Okay, and then we're just going to see how much memory this is using. Okay, this is using 368 megs of RAM on a fresh boot. Okay, I like how they decorated up the terminal. I'm assuming this is using NeoFetch. I haven't looked because, hey, I'm doing this just like I do the ISO watch. I don't really take enough time to research the distro. You get to experience it the same time I do. All right, so here we are, ready to rumble with this. And one of the reasons why this is using a little less memory than other XFCE distributions that I've looked at is the fact that this is using the stable release 4.12, whereas other distributions like Manjaro are on the development 4.13, which has GTK3 support, or at least partial. It looks like a nice complement of applications have been loaded in this. I spent a few minutes to look at it, and some of the artwork that's thrown in with this is elegant as well, and it is my understanding that the developer created all of this artwork themselves. It looks very, very nice. All right, at the bottom of the screen, you're going to notice you have Plank here, and I like this particular drawer because you can easily drag and drop applications from the whisker menu onto this. So you can remove applications easily just by taking the item and dragging it off and letting go, and it'll blow up. I'm not going to do that yet because I want to see what system monitor. All right, this comes with the standard system monitor. But you can just drag the item off and it'll blow up. And of course, it's back on here again. And once it appears, you can click Keep on Dock, and it'll stay when you close the application. Kind of neat. All right, on the upper right, you have your user session menu here. You have the clock and calendar, volume control. This has got the quad limit, audio player, Catfish is integrated into the menu here. You can collapse all items and show the desktop. Okay, and this also includes the PAMIC front end, so you can install applications using this utility rather than opening up a terminal to issue commands. It also notifies you when you have updates, and of course, you have your network configuration tool here. And then here we have the whisker menu. All right, and quick launches. Just the very basics is included with this. So this is a nice distribution you can build on top of. But it does contain a few applications I would probably remove since I don't have need for them. Button graphics, you have Darktable, the GIMP, and Pix. So it's clear that the developer of this distribution is an artist because there are applications suited to that, as you'll see here. All right, just Firefox is included with this. Avahi comes with all XFCE installations. All right, and this also has an audio tag editor, GNOME MPV, which is a graphical front end for MPV. Personally, I just use MPV as it is. No GUI at all, and I like it that way. Pulse Audio has been loaded with this. You also have a video capture device, the Quad Libet, which is a media player, and XF Burn. And then, of course, you have your settings manager here. Your listing is here, but to access the actual settings manager, you would click this icon here, and that would load all of that up. And pretty much everything you need to configure the system is right here. Now, this also has the Calamari installer, very similar to Manjaro. So this was very, very easy to use. But let me get something out of the way that I didn't like when I first launched this. Let's go ahead and log out. Okay, and then what this does is it has a live user account that doesn't require the password. So anyone can log into the system. Okay, if we go into the settings here and then go into the SwagArch settings manager, you select Spatry. Right. When we go into user accounts, you're going to see that the live user is an administrator. You probably don't want that. So your option is to delete the user entirely, or you can switch this to a standard user. Okay? Just wanted to make that worth a mention. Either remove it, or for those of you who want to keep it and have an area that is available to members of the household, maybe a standard option would be okay. Let's also go into settings, and why not change its appearance a little bit? There's a number of themes included with this. I tend to like that kind of look and feel a little bit better. I also like the icons and everything that the developer selected for the default build. And so this would be a good option for those of you who have already built Arch Linux at one point. You already know how Arch Linux works. And this way, if an update breaks the system, you pretty much know how to go in and intervene. I wouldn't recommend this for beginners, but this would be an ideal distribution for those of you who just want to save a little bit of time, because it can take a little while to build a full and complete Arch system, complete with all of your applications, your desktop, and everything else thrown in there. It's been a long time since I built Arch. I know it would take me a good part of the day to get all of that set up. So it's either spending a couple hours installing Arch manually or spending about 10 minutes. Actually, I think this installed in 5 minutes for me on the SSD, so the installation was really quick. This is a good-looking distribution, so great time saver for all of you who love using Arch and don't want to muck about with having to build it manually every time. You've got a nice little distribution to work with right here. And if you think this is something that you would be interested in trying out, by all means, go ahead and click the link in the description, download this, and try it out for yourself. Coming up next, I've got another video that's going to be a little quickie, and I'm going to be having a look at Super Grub 2 disk. And who knows, maybe I'll use the SwagArch here in the demonstration for that. So until that next video comes out, peace out.